What's up, you guys? How you guys doing today? Happy Monday. Happy Dr. King's Day. Happy birthday for Dr. King. Listen, guys, just come on in, come on in, come on in, have a seat. And let me just tell you, I didn't post this weekend at all. This is my first weekend I didn't post. I had a lot of stuff going on, and shout out to me, guys, even though I didn't post, okay? But welcome to a happy Monday, guys. That's right. Happy Monday to each and every one of you guys, right? So, what are we talking about today? Living by example every single day. That's right. Living by example every single day of your life. Whether you learn it from somebody else or you're trying to teach somebody. There's this old thing that they used to say, it was called reach one, teach one. That's an old saying. Reach one, teach one. All right? So, what are we talking about today, guys? Well, it's really, really simple. When you reach out to an individual and you want to show your love by teaching them the right things to do, it is a trait that will follow you, a positive trait actually, that will follow you for the rest of your life. I'm going to say that again. When you reach out to help someone better their life, it's a positive trait that helps benefit your life as well as someone else's. Now, you may say, well, Tim, how does it benefit somebody else's life? Well, very simple, and that's a good question. Because when you learn from other people's mistakes or errors, and you reach out and explain, it's a natural sense that you have when you're trying to explain situations, how to sway somebody out in a different path, a different situation. There's this inner knowledge that comes into your head automatically that you didn't even plan to have. And I think it's a higher, above spiritual plan. When somebody asking you a question about, okay, so what do I do to get from here to here, from A to B point, right? And you may say to yourself, well, dog, I'm actually learning from this. I'm actually learning from this experience, and this is what's helping me out. And this is what you need to do in order for you to advance in your life, advance in your career. And when you spitting out knowledge, it's going to be a extra something that's going to come into your mind and help you. And you're going to be like, wow, I didn't think that I could learn that. But you're going to be saying it to yourself, though. Man, I just taught myself something. And it's an unspoken trait that's going to happen to you. That's what I mean by you're going to learn from teaching somebody else, reaching out and teaching somebody. Because I'm going to tell you something. If we as a nation, as an American nation, would reach one, teach one, especially us that's a little older, we will see a positive change in this country within a year. That's guaranteed. If you reach somebody and teach somebody, especially one of these younger people in their 20s and, well, teens and 20s, I'm telling you guys, and they believe in what you're saying, whether it's a man or a woman, you're going to see a positive change right here in America for the better. The culture is going to change for the better. And as well, it's going to get to the music, and the music is going to change for the better. Yep. So every day you got to strive to do something positive to help somebody. And you got to live by example every day because, listen, we have people that not only come online, but go on these little TV shows and they always talking about, well, don't judge me, don't discriminate against me, blah, 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 all this other nonsense, right? But then a lot of them sell out for these little contract monies. Hip Hop Miami and all this other foolishness and all of these reality shows. And people look at you, especially I'm talking to my black people, People look at and say, well, damn, all I see black people doing on the internet, YouTube, and all these platforms and TikTok and on TV acting a damn fool. See, I know there's a lot of good black people out there because I live in a black neighborhood. But people who don't hang around black people, who only know the culture from what they see and what other races of people told them, it's not good. So that's why I'm talking to my black people. If you want a positive outlook, and I'm saying this as a side note, you got to have a balance with this shit, man. You can't just be negative and doing ratchet stuff because everybody's watching us and they're learning from our culture, our being. Now you may say, oh yeah, but Tim, that's just entertainment. Yeah, I know that. But at the same time, not only will other races of people look at it as a negative or looking at it as keeping it real, which I told you guys about in previous content from last week, but even in the black community, you're going to have some young, impressionable young black males and young black females who are going to look at that as well. That's why it's very important that there needs to be a balance instead of having all this ratchet stuff as entertainment. That's why not only for you, but for me as well, we have to reach one and teach one of these young people, no matter what race they are. I'm just using my race of people as an example. And that's something to think about, guys, okay? I'm not going to keep you guys long today because you have the idea of what I'm saying. But just think about it. Just sit down, and just look at yourself in the mirror, man. Stand up, look at yourself in the mirror. Sit down, look at yourself in the mirror. And ask yourself, what is it that I can do to make a positive change? How could I reach others, especially when people are younger than me, to make a positive change in their lives and be a better influence? And yeah, that's all I got to say, guys, because this is easy. You reach one, you teach one, but you have to be level-minded yourself in order to do that. Okay? All right, guys. Happy Monday to everybody. Thank you guys very, very much for riding with me and rocking with me. And remember, I'm not just Tim, but I am Tim's on the man. Oh my. Yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. All right, guys, go ahead and let yourself out. You know what I like to do. Go and let yourself out. Make sure you pull that door too. Also, guys, if this is the channel for you, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that like button, also hitting that notification button. That way you know when new content is being presented. Also share with like-minded people like yourself, okay? Because it's going to help a lot. Also, leave comments. I do read your comments, guys, okay? So make sure you leave your contents in the comment section. And also, you can reach me at timsondemand@gmail.com. That's timsondemand@gmail.com, all right? And with that being said, I want you guys to have a fantastic day, afternoon, evening, and a good night. And I'll catch you guys on the next one, all right? So be blessed. Mm-hmm.